up, you guys? So welcome to the video. We got a bunch of people behind me, but so you guys saw at the very beginning of this, I weigh 206 pounds. So the reason that I showed you guys that, if you guys aren't familiar with what this series is about, it is about what, Brian?
It's about your progression towards your bodybuilding / men's physique show.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing, me, Brian, and LP, who's over there, we're gonna be doing a men's physique show. So right now I'm bulking up. So I started at 195 pounds, and then now I am at 205 to 206 pounds. So I've gained, I've gained like 10 pounds. So I'm really happy. I was talking to Brian earlier, I was really nervous about bulking because I felt like I was just gonna gain so much weight so fast and it was just gonna be like terrible. So I'm really happy that that's not happening. And if you want to get more information, if you watch the first video in this series, it totally explains kind of everything that we're doing. So if you're really interested in that, go ahead and watch that. But I wanted to bring you guys, tell you guys about my like morning routine, I guess you could call it, because I filmed a little bit of what I do in the morning. So for me, like routines are really important. Trying to like make sure that if I'm trying to get my water in or stuff like that, routines really help me with that. So this morning, so something that I've been doing is I've been trying to drink a lot of water straight in the morning. You guys know that I've always done that. So I actually just got a half-gallon little container thing. So I've been drinking that in the morning, and it's really been helping me. And then along with when I'm drinking that, I'll take my like supplements that I'll take in the morning, which is just basically like a fish oil and a multivitamin. So I'll take two of each of those, and I'll drink that, and I'll try and finish that half-gallon jug. And then another thing that I've been doing is I'm trying to read more. So I'm actually reading this book called The 21 Indispensable Characteristics of a Leader, I believe it's called. It's been really good. If you want to read a book that's gonna give you some motivation, I guess, to just be a better you, I would recommend reading that. So those are kind of the things that I've been doing in the mornings, and that's what this series is about. So we're all about to hit back. They're over there dancing. We're all about to hit back. I'm really excited. Are you really excited, Brian?
I'm putting it in the cabinet right now, son.
He's so excited. Kurt's excited. Everyone's excited. Let's hit back. So I just wanted to kind of explain what my back, like what today was. So today, is a back day, but it's basically like my high volume back day. So I have like two different back days. I'll do one back day that I'll do deadlifts on, and then I do one back day like today, which is a lot more volume, which is basically more reps and more sets. So it's like higher volume, and it's a little bit, I don't want to say it's more fun, but it's just less, it's not as heavy of weight, but you're doing a lot more reps. So I'll usually end up, like, you can see that I'm usually end up sweating a lot more when I'm doing this day. So that's what today is. Really fun day. It's one of my most fun days to look forward to. I like to kind of split up so you guys know that I do back by tri, so that's one day. Chest and shoulders, that's one day, and legs, that's one day. So what I like to do though is have like two different days of each of those, so different like versions. So I'll have like a high volume back day, which is today, and then I'll have another back day, which is a little bit heavier back day, but it's a little bit, it's less volume. So today is high volume back day.
What is up, my friends? John asked me to talk to you guys a little bit about back, and there's so many tips, there's so many things to think about, but I feel like it's a really cool thing to go into a workout thinking and focusing on one tip each day and then improving those tips. So for back day, I would say one of the most important things to focus on is actually feeling your back. And I know that's a little counter, you're like, duh, that's pretty obvious. But when you like end a row, when you get to the top of a row, you should feel your lats almost separate from the bones of your back, you know what I'm saying? And this is the movement that you think of. You think about just pulling it straight to you, but when you go forward, you're almost a little bit letting your elbow twist and separate away from your back, because the point of your actual lat muscles, your back muscles, are to pull your elbow right to your side, this movement right here. So if you think about letting that movement happen a little bit as you're letting your arm back, and then reversing that and twisting your elbow into your side and squeezing really far back, that's gonna help you get that strong lat connection. You get a good contraction and get a good back workout in. Hercules out.
before this video ends, I want to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot. So with these videos, you know, the Becoming the Beast videos, I talk about a lot about my physical health and my, you know, my physical goals and my you know, physical things. And I felt, I don't know, kind of like called to, or I just felt like I should talk about, you know, my mental health and the things that I've honestly just been struggling with, and things that I've kind of always struggled with, and they've definitely been, I guess you could call it magnetized, or just the spotlight that's been put on me has magnetized these things. So for me, I'm somebody that, and honestly I don't know why I'm saying this, I just feel like maybe there's somebody out there that needs to hear this, or I mean, even talking about this stuff, for me it helps, you know, talking to you guys and talking to the camera and just getting it out there. But something I've always struggled with is just being very, you guys probably won't believe this, but I really struggle with being really negative at times, not all the time, and it's very rare, but there's times when something will, you know, bother me. I hate to say that it's a comment, but sometimes it might just be a comment, or sometimes it might be, you know, something that happens in my life, and it won't even be that terrible of a thing. It won't even be that horrible of a thing, but it'll be a negative thing. And then when that thing happens, I start to just kind of dwell in that, and I'll let the negativity kind of like run my life and run everything about myself, and I won't be able to do anything else because all I'm thinking is negative thoughts. Like, it can be something that happens, and then everything that goes into my head, and the only things that I'll think about is negative things. Like, anything that's negative that's happened to me in the past like 3 months, I'll think about that. And it really can get to a point where it just ruins, because like if I'm on video, normally if I'm recording myself, I'm in a good mood. So if I'm really thinking negative, it hinders myself from being able to record these videos, and then that makes it even worse, because if I'm not able to record these videos, I'm getting mad at myself, because I feel like this is what I love to do, and I'm angry that I can't get myself to do it. And then so it makes it, you know, really hard to do that. And it's just been something that I've been struggling with, and something that I've been working on. And so the reason I want to talk about this is because I've really had I guess you could call it like a revelation recently, is because I would try and just replace those negative thoughts with pretty much like nothing. And something that I've been saying recently is you can't replace negativity with nothing. You know, you can't just take the negativity out and then not put anything there. So something that I've really been trying to work on is, instead of just taking the negativity out, I would replace the negativity with some positivity, you know. There might be comments of people like, oh, your videos are boring, and then I'll just try and think, you know, there's a lot of people, there might be one comment that says that, but there's, you know, tens and hundreds of videos or comments of people saying, you know, this video really helped me out, and your mindset really helps me out, and I really appreciate your positivity. So I'll try and, you know, replace that negative thought with the positive one, and it's really helped me out. And I'm not sure why I feel like I needed to say this, but hopefully there's someone out there that, you know, can benefit from that, you know. The saying is too, like, darkness doesn't leave without light, you know. You can't have a dark room and then just put nothing there and make it, you know, you have to put light there to make the darkness leave. So for me, it's been in my mind, you know, I've had to replace any negativity, and I have to replace it with positivity, because if I just let it, you know, sit there and hopefully it'll go away, it doesn't happen. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm like falling apart and I'm like, my whole life is ending. No, it's not like that. It's very rare that it happens, but when it does, it can be pretty detrimental to myself and to this channel and to, you know, what I'm trying to do. So I just wanted to talk about that and let you guys know that is something that I'm dealing with, and I'm always trying to be transparent. And honestly, you know, talking about these things, I think you guys have kind of picked up on it. You know, talking about things like this helps me. You know, it's kind of my, you know, coping mechanism, I guess you could call it. It's just something for me to, it really helps me release, you know, whatever it is that I'm feeling. Because like, honestly, just from the beginning of this clip to now, I feel a lot better. I feel like, you know, you guys know me a little bit more, and I was able to share that, and I really hope maybe there's somebody out there that needed to hear that. I don't know why I felt like there was somebody, but maybe there was someone that needed to hear that. You know, if you're being negative, understand that, I mean, that's kind of, I hate to say it's your choice, but it's your choice to dwell on whatever it is that you dwell on, and just try and dwell on the positive things that you have going on for yourself instead of the negative things that you have going on for yourself. Because I think as humans, it's very easy for us to focus on the things we don't, you know, the things we don't have, the things that we don't, you know, what we do not have, and it's hard for us, and I think that's just human nature to focus on what we do have and be happy with what we do have. So I just encourage you guys to hopefully, you know, focus on what you do have and not what you don't have, and don't focus on, because there's always going to be somebody making fun of you. There's always going to be someone that's going to talk down to you. You know, that's always going to be there. Try not to focus on that and let that run your life. You know, try to focus on like positive things that you have going for yourself, and and hopefully it'll, you know, give you that positive mindset to do the things that you maybe wouldn't do if you were in a negative state of mind. But I just wanted to talk about that. Jeez, and you know, just kind of let you guys know that that's what I was struggling with, and it's something that I'm working on. I work on it every single day, and if there's anyone else out there that's struggling with it, just know that you're not alone and that I'm here for you. And I just really appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that, you know, some of the back tips earlier in the video were able to help you out and that you guys enjoyed it. And I just really appreciate you guys so much. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.